never surrender your vessel, okay? This is a problem. These guys were damned if they do, damned if they don't. If they had fired on those Iranian vessels, they could have sparked a war, and they would have been held accountable for that under this administration. Now, had they done what they actually did, which where they were captured and they turned over the vessel, now they're all facing charges. What would I have done? I would have fired on the Iranian vessel.
Well, or perhaps even, evidently, we're learning from this report that it's not even they didn't fire on the Iranian vessel, they just gave up immediately. They didn't say, hey, wait, they didn't point any weapons at the Iranians. The captain of the patrol boat said, I just wanted to defuse the situation.
Yeah, he said, I didn't want to start a war between Iran, and he may very well have, but Iran has been at war with us since 1979. We haven't been at war with them, but they've been at war with us. So where do you draw the line? This was a national embarrassment, and the fact of the matter is, whoever gave them that stand-down order needs to fry for this.
Well, it seems like a number of people are going to fry. There's been a number of officers fired, some enlisted sailors disciplined. Zoom out, though, on this. Is this a Navy that is really so incompetent, our Navy, your Navy, that they can't take a patrol boat from point A to point B without running into Iranian waters?
Well, I think what this was a lackadaisical attitude. I don't think they took the mission seriously. And, you know, and I could be speaking completely wrong here, but I really think that there is a wussification of our fleet. I mean, we've seen the lowered standards and things like that. We've seen the increased wussification of our military under this administration. And I really think that we need to step it up. And these guys, after 12 hours of not even harsh interrogation, just being asked questions, gave up more information than name, rank, and social security number. That is all you're supposed to give under Navy standard. And they gave more than that. Those guys also need to be charged.
Well, they apologized. They evidently gave some computer passwords. They gave a lot of other information. Read this apology that the Iranians put out. You talk about wussification in training. They say now that there's not a war-fighting toughness among these sailors who were captured. You can't really train war-fighting toughness, can you?
You can't train, you know, a mentality, but you can train people to do their job. And their job is to never surrender their vessel under any circumstances. Also, name, rank, social. Every SEER training, every survival training we go through, every Navy service member in boot camp knows darn well that you give name, rank, and social. Nothing more, nothing less.
Give us a sense from a political standpoint. You think we saw, I know you support Donald Trump, we saw him come out very hard after this. On the flip side, in the end, the Obama administration did get these guys out within 12 hours. Do you think that argument still holds up?
I think a little bit, and the issue is here is like, maybe these sailors didn't trust their government, and I don't blame them, because look, you had Benghazi, you've had the administration denying air support and a number of other support overseas for military guys that are in need. You have a lack of trust from the military by, you know, in this administration. A Donald Trump administration will absolutely, every soldier and sailor will absolutely know that no matter where they are, what happens, we are coming to get them with no questions asked.
Quickly, about 30 seconds, we talk about more training. Do you think the Navy has learned a lesson here that we perhaps need to return to training about war fighting rather than training about how to be nice to everybody and sexual harassment training, all these kinds of things? Is the priorities going to shift?
No, you're not going to see. I mean, keep in mind, you know, I love the military, I love the DOD, and I love my country, but the fact of the matter is this organization is run much like the DMV. The only difference is they have nuclear submarines. Okay, they have not learned a lesson. I don't think they will, and it's going to take more of these, unfortunately, or a new administration under Trump.